Performance Club is the longest lasting incentive that we've had at Legal Shield. Why? It works. And what's incredible when you see the numbers is our Performance Club numbers continue to go up month after month after month. Right now, we have more people in Legal Shield qualified for Performance Club than we've had in years. It's all about the momentum that we're experiencing right now. When that happens, it generates Performance Club checks. But when that happens, it also generates PC for Life checks. I believe PC for Life is one of the bonuses that we have at Legal Shield that some associates still don't quite understand the power of. I mean, a lot of associates do understand the power, and they go out and they generate some massive bonuses every single month. But I believe if every associate really understood PC for Life and saw how they can get matching bonuses when their organization PC qualifies. See, Performance Club is all about you qualifying, but PC for Life is about helping other people qualify. And so as a sponsor, when you help your new associates PC qualify, you can earn an additional bonus each month. They get a bonus, you get a bonus. As a senior director, you can earn a matching bonus on everyone in your organization. Executive directors, everyone in your organization. Platinums, everyone in your organization. And those numbers add up. What if you're an executive director and you're the sponsor? I mean, there are a lot of matching bonuses on the line to help your team PC qualify. And I want to introduce a new panel that's going to talk to us about PC for Life. And we chose this panel for a specific reason, because they are earning huge checks every single month. And when you see that you can earn a check of $1,000 a month, or $2,000 a month, or $3,000 a month, or $4,000 per month, you realize I could go out every year and generate an extra $10,000 a year in PC for Life bonuses. I could go out each year and generate an extra $20,000 or $30,000 in PC for Life bonuses. These associates are doing exactly that. And so I'm excited to announce and introduce our PC for Life panel to share with you exactly how they focus in on this bonus and earn these bonuses every single month.
Thank you so much, Don. We appreciate the opportunity to be here. What an incredible show up to this point. And we're excited to share with everyone the incredible power both of the opportunity to build a team and financially Performance Club and Performance Club for Life. In other words, known as PC for Life. These programs are absolutely huge. And to help us do that, we have some of the top leaders in the way of Performance Club and the bonuses that they've been earning from the PC for Life program. I'm excited to go out to, in just a few minutes, Rob and April Hurst out of the great state of Ohio. They are bronze executive directors, $100,000 ring earners, and network vice presidents of the Midwest region. Also, in addition to that, we're going up north to the great country of Canada and hearing from Miss Anita, who is a $50,000 annual ring earner, as well as an executive director and regional director for the great province of Ontario and Quebec. So I'm super excited. And just to start out, I just want to say I'm personally flat out excited about Performance Club. I'll be quite transparent with you all that early in my career, when Performance Club started, I really didn't gravitate to it right away. I'll be honest with you. I found I had challenges with it. I was in and out, and I would say I was sometimes trip qualified. If there was a trip promotion, I would do whatever I could do to qualify for Performance Club to get that trip. But then after the qualification, I kind of fell out of it, and I was off and on, so to speak. Well, it wasn't until I realized that I was hurting my entire team by me not being Performance Club, because by me not being in Performance Club, I didn't take the personal responsibility to edify it, to promote it. I would announce promotions from here to here, and I would announce Performance Club, but I wasn't promoting it from my heart. And when I decided that I needed to be Performance Club, not just for me, but for the entire team, to edify, because what you edify and what you recognize gets repeated. You know, people are excited about that. So when I decided to be Performance Club, everything started to change for me. I was Performance Club. It's not that I just wanted to be in Performance Club. I am a Performance Club qualifier every single month. It's just a part of what I do, like waking up, brushing my teeth, and everything else that I do that becomes a habit. And as a result, I am today 50 consecutive months in Performance Club, closed out this past month at PC Pro. I'm excited about that. And with that, let's go out to some of these incredible leaders that are just doing the thing, having the power, but more importantly, really leading the charge and duplicating the things that they do into the other leaders they have the opportunities to work with. With that, let's go out to Robin April Hurst to start out.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Malloy. Appreciate this opportunity as well, Mr. Thompson. And April and I, we're definitely excited about Performance Club. It's already been a great program, and it's something that I committed to years ago. And one thing, as you just stated as well, I knew it was the first step to leadership, you know, because it was leading by example. And so Performance Club has definitely afforded us the opportunity to do many things, right, on a bonus level. Something about those bonuses, that extra income. I call it the extra income. And that's what Performance Club is to us.
Yeah, and I know when I first got started in the business, my sponsor had gone to a Super Saturday in Southern California. I got started in the business 11 years ago when I was actually living in the city of Chicago. And my sponsor was at an event in Southern California, and Liz LeCue said, if you don't do anything else or focus on anything else in this business, just be in Performance Club. I heard another ring earner that we all know, Mr. Dave Hall. He said, I have never known anyone get the six-figure ring who wasn't consistently in Performance Club. Guys, those were nuggets for me. Stay focused on Performance Club. I heard it in my first month. If you don't focus on anything else, focus on that. And if you want to be a six-figure ring earner, get in and stay in Performance Club.
And, you know, my story is just a little bit different. I didn't actually hear in that sense why I needed to be in Performance Club. So my background was corporate, and I was going through a painful divorce, trying to raise two kids. I was working insane. And when I was told about Performance Club, to me, it was just the bare minimum. I didn't know anything about, you know, be a leader or do it to duplicate others or anything. All I knew was I was so busy. So if I didn't have a certain goal, then I just probably wouldn't be able to do Legal Shield the way I thought it should be done, which was to educate people. And so it was a goal. It was just a monthly amount. And at least I knew that I was building the business by doing that, even though I was so busy and so part-time. What I didn't realize is the repercussions of that was bonuses. And I started to earn a monthly amount, and then they had a car program. So I was able to get a BMW that was paid for with that bonus program at the time, so seven and a half years ago. And so for me, if you're really part-time, if you're doing this business super spare time like I did when I first started, that was my basic amount. And it just made it really simple to focus on the Legal Shield business. And then in turn, as I went to Super Saturdays and I started to hear the training, and I realized, oh, not only do I need to do this, but this is the thing to teach the team that I'm building, because it's duplicatable, because it's something that everyone can do even on a spare and part-time basis. And with the new program of PC and PC Pro, there's flexibility now. So you really can build a massive, stable, consistent business, whether you're doing Legal Shield just a little bit or you're doing it a lot of it. So with that, Cliff, back to you.
You know, Performance Club is so vital to the success of our business. And you know, it's exciting that Legal Shield started this program many years ago, because in this industry, the key to success in building massive wealth and having time freedom and financial independence is duplication. And Legal Shield's Performance Club program literally allows you to build a large team and have a lot of people doing a little bit. You know, the Performance Club program really was designed with a part-time effort in mind. So if you have a lot of people doing a little bit, and that Performance Club program rewards that, so we can truly help people with the activity in marketing their membership, have fun with the trips that we're able to earn through qualifying for Performance Club, and make money through the bonuses that are available in the Performance Club program themselves. Would you guys like to speak to that at all? And let's start with the activity that leads to becoming Performance Club qualified. You know, a lot of people doing a little bit. Would any one of you like to hit on that a little bit?
Absolutely. So, you know, Performance Club, just as Anita just shared, it is designed for the part-time person. 99% of us come into this business on a very part-time, spare time basis. I was working in corporate America as well, and I had a lot on my plate. I was traveling a lot. I didn't have a ton of time. I actually traveled every single week. I only took 2 weeks off a year that I didn't travel. So how does somebody like that, who's so limited on time, actually still be able to take advantage of Performance Club? And it was really simple. It was all based upon 2 exposures a day. And so those 2 exposures a day created the consistent activity to ensure that I was in Performance Club, right? And so I had a little method when I first got started that I still utilize to this day. And I really made the first week and the 4th week of every month my go hard weeks, right? So I would run really hard in the 4th week, the final week of every month, and I would run really, really hard the first week. And what I found is that created a very good rhythm. It allowed me to create enough activity in that 4th week, whereas if anything didn't actually close, guess when it would fall? Within the first week to 10 days of the next month. So not only did that rhythm help me to stay in Performance Club, but it always ensured that I had carryover points every month, because it was always a little bit of spillover activity that would produce a result into the following month. And so just the consistency of doing that, really only after about 3 to 6 months, it became just a no-brainer. We brush our teeth, we wash our face, and we PC Pro qualify. It's just what we do, right? But it was really all based upon that consistency of the 2 exposures a day, and then just teaching the team to do the same.
Yeah, and pretty much the same thing for me. I love to share what it was like for me in the beginning when I was part-time. Guys, I was a DHL driver. I was with UPS prior to that, but that was the industry I was in. So I was, driving all day, and then I had to go to school too. That was a whole nother thing, right? So I was in school full-time, raising a family. So I didn't have a lot of time myself, but I did have one commitment, which was to get at least 10 people to look at some information a week. Just 10 people. If I get 10 people to look at some information a week, then that's going to allow me to stay on course. Another thing that helped me, because there may have been times where I got really, really busy, I was always getting referrals, because there's always somebody else that needs to hear about this information. It wasn't about the 10 that I got by introducing them personally, but it didn't matter. It was like, if I got the 10 through someone else, at the end of the day, it just resulted in me presenting the information so that I can close some business and commit to Performance Club.
And I think, and that's exactly what I did, just because I was so limited in my time, as I said. But the thing I actually had to get really, really good at was being organized so that I could follow up, because the key was really the follow-ups. And we know that the fortune's in the follow-up. It takes 5 to 7 touches for us to close somebody, because they've now seen enough information. They've participated in a video or Zoom or presentation or in some form. So for me, it was doing my 2, but then also having every day at least 2 people that I was following up with, because that was the way that I was going to be able to close more. And I also made such a point to do carryover. And I'll just add the other point too, is that there were a couple of times, and so those of you who have been in Performance Club know this feeling, where you get down to the wire and it's the last day of the month and you're like, oh my goodness, I need a little bit more, and you feel that stress. Well, if you've done enough follow-ups and people have had enough touches, it's a little bit easier to call in the favor, meaning, would you just give this a try? You've been looking at the information and it's great. So that was one of the things that when you got down, the other one was just having the carryover, so it took the pressure off. And then the third was make a decision. I know that sounds crazy, but it's a mental game. It's making the decision that you're going to be in Performance Club no matter what, and you do the activity that on that last day, that last moment, you know that you're done. So I think that's really the key.
I love what you guys shared, and you both hit on it about the rhythm. One of the things I consistently and persistently talk about is that rhythm, and utilizing the company's systems that they have in place for recognition, like Mad Streak, and basically helping everyone start the month out. And if they could basically get Mad Streak done, at least minimum in that first week of the month, that's really getting some momentum. And then we recognize that, and you got some excitement and some momentum with folks. And then the second week of the month, focus on going PC and Performance Club while maintaining that daily activity of just 2 exposures a day and just following up. And then, of course, if you can get Performance Club done by the 15th of the month, that gives you the last 2 weeks of the month to do 2 things. Number one is for you to engage in activity yourself to go PC Pro, and to help others on your team that may be struggling a little bit with their activity to help them go Performance Club or even PC Pro too. And duplicating that rhythm really, really helps. We talk about helping people and having fun. I got to tell you, having fun is such an important part of the Performance Club, right? I mean, people will endure the challenges, the setbacks, the discouragements, the few no's that we get in between the yeses. If we can end with having so much fun. And sometimes it's not until you're actually on the Performance Club trip that you realize, oh my God, it was all worth it. It was all worth the blood, sweat, and tears, and losing a little bit of skin and some, out here on the field and taking the hits and making the plays, because this trip is outrageous. It's incredible. The feeling you have of knowing that you're here with all of these incredible folks, and it's just about us and the togetherness and the excitement. There's nothing like it. If you guys wouldn't mind sharing, you guys have made all of the Performance Club trips that I can recall. If you wouldn't mind sharing, talking about the power of the Performance Club trip.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I could say one thing about what you just stated about getting it done early, that's one of the other keys to it as well, the keys to success and staying in Performance Club. Because what happens when you get it done early, it just, like you said, allows you to work with your team. And we know Performance Club doesn't have to result in us screaming at grandmas and smacking babies, right? So if we do these things early, right, when you set a goal to say, hey, I'm gonna get Match Streak by the 5th, I'm gonna get Performance Club by the 10th, get PC Pro by the 15th, that allows you to now have more time, as you stated, to work with the team and duplicate that process. But as far as the trips go, oh my gosh, my first trip, guys, when I first got into Legal Shield, I was not a PC qualifier out the gate. I don't have that story, right? In fact, I didn't even fast start qualify. But I learned from that, right? Because I understood the value of driving that. Long story short, when I first got in Performance Club, it was after my 5th month in the business. And when I first got it, I didn't even know I was in Performance Club. And one of my leaders said, listen, now that you're in Performance Club, stay in it. I said, okay, I'll stay in. I took his word for it. And I took it to the next level, guys. I got really excited because they did roll out a trip. And I said, well, I can go on that trip. Why not? If it's open for everybody. And I won my first trip in my first year in Legal Shield. I think I was in the business maybe 11 months. And I was to Paradise Islands in Atlantis. And I'll never forget it, because once I had that trip, I said, okay, the goal is to never, ever miss a trip. Never ever miss a trip, because it's one thing, to experience Legal Shield, the income and all the things that we have, which we have so much to give. But it's another experience when you go on a trip on a company's dime. So you haven't really experienced Legal Shield in the way that others have until you've been on those trips. Because I'm telling you, it'll change you, and you will understand why I just said what I said. So make sure you get on that next trip so you can be able to celebrate and be able to promote it to your team as well.
Just for the sake of time, as we wrap up our time that we have allotted for this segment, let's talk about making money. And Performance Club is exciting because we have all of the elements we talked about, and we could make a lot of money. I mean, I get so excited about that. I got to tell you, it's just incredible. We have the Performance Club Freedom bonuses that we get paid on a monthly basis starting in the 2nd month. It wasn't always like that. There was a time where you had to wait 12 months to really start getting paid monthly bonuses. Now, 2nd month in Performance Club, we can start earning significant bonuses at Performance Club, and especially PC Pro, it doubles. That's huge. But then we have PC for Life. And this program really promotes new associates getting into Performance Club and really driving the bonuses to all levels in the organization, starting with the outer edge of the grass fire with that new growth. New blood is the lifeblood to building your business, to all of the leadership that's driving the growth. Anita, let's talk a little bit about making money with Performance Club, and then we'll close out with April and Rob on that topic also.
Absolutely. Just to recap a little, when I worked in corporate, I got a bonus once. I was in management and I got one $6,000 bonus. And the Performance Club program, 7.5 years part-time essentially, is almost $60,000. It's over that. It's really an incredible bonus. But right now, what the company's put together, the bonuses are astronomical. I mean, probably the trajectory, well, I'll make more in these bonuses than I did in my first 2 years just in this one bonus. But it's not just what I've done. You know, the team, I mean, all these new people, the new recruits that are joining us, you know, I had one gentleman who was in the business about 6 weeks. Not only did he get himself in Performance Club, he helped 3 other people do it. They started to duplicate that, and he got the matching bonuses 6 to 8 weeks into the business. That's what the power of this program is making that extra money on top of the commissions and all the other level up bonuses and everything else. But it's because it creates the consistency month over month over month. And so by doing it and being a Performance Club yourself, it's a lot easier to show that check, because our favorite day in Legal Shield is the 7th of the month for all of the PC people. And we actually now get this beautiful little check in our email that says how much we've earned. But for those people that are brand new, don't feel like you can't capitalize on any of this. You absolutely can. And if you teach the people that you're bringing into the business, you start earning these matching bonuses for helping them achieve what you just achieved in these bonuses. So your checks at the end of the year will be so much more. And I just have to give a plug on the trips. You know, my family, and some people have this, don't necessarily always get what we're doing. But if you take your family on a trip, they suddenly really get what you're doing. And so I've been able to take my kids, my parents, you know, on trips with me, fully paid for, and it completely changes their view. So if you don't have family who's necessarily totally understanding or on board with what you're doing, I promise you, go on a trip, take them with you. It'll change everything.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, Cliff, I looked at Performance Club as the ultimate debt reduction strategy. And so I had a massive debt, which was the student loan mafia. And I owed the mafia $56,000. And I made a decision that I was going to use Performance Club checks to get out of it. And so I was able to pay off that entire student loan debt, over $50,000, in about 5 years, just on Performance Club bonus checks, not utilizing commissions, not utilizing overrides, not utilizing any other money. So it is a massive and profound debt reduction strategy. And, you know, the Performance Club for Life, because of the way it's structured, we used to call it a car bonus check, but, you know, PC checks now can make 2 car payments, 2 mortgage payments. That's actually what our Performance Club checks can do now, which is so incredibly powerful. It just refurnished our entire house. That's extra, guys. It's the extra that helps you to do some of the things that you otherwise would have never been able to do. It's also the extra that's allowed us to be here in this cabin in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, paid in cash, right, on no credit cards. That's such a powerful feeling, to just be able to write the check and make things go away or make experiences happen.
So I got to tell you that for you, that Performance Club bonus has become a second vacation house bonus. That's pretty, that is pretty exciting. Yes, there's a lot of money here. I mean, we have folks, not only can you earn up to $400 in just PC bonuses and freedom bonuses on a monthly basis, but to be able to earn as much as an extra 15, 20, or 30,000 or more a year in PC for Life. We are flat out excited about this program. There's no doubt about it. I believe it's hot. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for allowing us to share. Thank you to Rob, April, and Anita for all that you do, all that you continue to do for Legal Shield and all of us. God bless. Have a great one. Back to you, Don.